have to have fun doing it. I've been through a lot, and if it's not fun, then what am I doing it for?
Seemed frustrating.
There's just a lot of things going on right now.
We be Joe Burrow. I didn't even think I would be talking about Joe Burrow 2 times in 1 week, but I guess here we are. We talked about Phillip Rivers, say he was basically, paraphrasing, he was basically acting black. Yeah, he would say he was acting black. I couldn't believe my ears when I heard Phillip Rivers say that. I thought he was gonna call him a YN. That threw me off. I'll put that video at the end again. If you ain't hear it, I'm gonna put it at the end of the video. That threw me off. So basically, he hitting that retirement, and my boy Latique like, they doing the Detroit Lions. I'm like, don't do that. Don't forget, they forced Carson Palmer into retirement for the Bengals. And then, when Arizona, or was it Dallas or Arizona, offered him a good deal, they traded him and he came out of retirement and they traded him. See, this is my thing about it, man. I don't understand, if you're not doing right by somebody, why not let them go seek an opportunity where they can go somewhere and they can spread their wings? That's the one thing I never understand about the Detroit Lions with Calvin Johnson and Barry Sanders. Hey man, they made a lot of money, bro, for you. They gave blood, sweat, and tears. Why didn't they get the autonomy to go where they wanted to go to finish their career off? And then you recoup money away from those guys, after they made way more money than you paid them. You made way more. I never understood that, but that's that white ownership mentality. They feel like they own you. That's why it's called owners. And people can't get it out their mind that just because you got money, just because you got money mean you're not a slave. Yes, there's rich slaves. They can give if they can take them. You've seen it in live action with Kanye. He was a billionaire one day, he wasn't. Then somebody jumped up as the new billionaire. I forget who it was. You can be a rich slave. What do you think? Oh, you got money. You think money heal everything? If somebody empower you to have that money, they can take it with this system. You know what I'm saying? So I never really understood that. She got the NFL playlist where I feel like if I'm not doing right, if I had a girl and I'm not doing right by, I'm horrible and I don't plan on getting better, or I haven't got better when I set up. Hey man, I don't mind, man. Go ahead and go out there. If I had an animal, if I wasn't doing right by my dog Miles, bro, and I feel like it was best for him to go stay somewhere else and that was best for him, guess what? I would do what's best for him. So, but when you got that white ownership mentality, that slave owner mentality, when you feel like, I don't care, he's going to go out there and play and he's going to do it my way or the highway or retire, and I feel like that's fucked up, man. That man gave blood, sweat, and tears. And I feel like he shouldn't have to be forced to be retired, right? He shouldn't force to be retired, in my opinion. The Bengals should say, you know what, man, we fucked up, fucked the money up. Hey, you know what, where you want to go? In the NBA, you see that happen all the time, but guess what? The NBA is a player league. I think the NBA is too much of a players league and the NFL is too much of an owners league. But you know what? It seemed like the NBA starting to, right his wrongs. Viewership is going up. I've been watching more. Even though they've been programming a lot more on national television, that's a fact. But they've been letting them play a little bit more fit, a little bit more physicality, not as much touch fouls. And now you kind of seeing Adam Silver trying to say, okay, it looks a lot, yes, it's a lot better, bro. All that other shit y'all was trying to do, the cup, and so you can name it after LeBron eventually, and y'all trying to do all this other shit. It's as simple as just stop letting the referees be the star of the game. Let them go out there and play. It's a sport. It's supposed to be physical, right? And where the NFL is at, man, I think that, the fucked up contracts, the least you can do is allow these guys to go where they want to go at after they gave blood, sweat, and tears. And I feel like you hear Joe Burrow, like, I'm getting beat up, my body fucked up. And I'm going to tell you this. When you losing, every hit hurt a little bit more. When you ain't got no hope to make the playoffs, every hit hurt a little bit more. Especially when you playing in the cold. They was in Buffalo, they in Cincinnati every day. That shit hurt a little bit more, bro. Factor in the cold, it already hurt more. You got to understand, anything that's sore in your body, that's bruised, that popped, that broke, and re-healed, when it get cold, you feel that shit. You feel that ACL injury you had 3 years ago. You feel that tailbone injury, that bruise you had on your tailbone. You feel it tenfold. And when you lose it, add another tenfold on it. At this point, only motivation most guys got on the Bengals is statistics. Reaching certain contract stipulations. That ain't what they call, I forget. Contract achievements so they can get extra money. Ain't no fun when you losing, bro. You getting beat up and you losing. You getting hit. When that shit hurt even more in the cold than it hurt when you lose. And I feel like Cincinnati should do what's right by them and let them go somewhere where it's right. Y'all ain't gonna build no winner there. And Mike Brown is very ornery. He's an asshole. His father was the original owner of the original Browns. He's one of the worst owners in the league. There ain't no rule for them to kick owners out the league. I feel like if you ain't made the playoff in 10 years, you should be forced to sell your team. Real talk. That's how I feel like James Dolan shouldn't have took him 1,000 years to get it together. Especially if you ain't really showing no effort like that. But then again, I guess the league leaves it up to the fans not to show up. So I definitely understand that. But Burrow deserves better than that. I'm going to keep it a beam. Burrow deserves better than that. He deserves better than that. The defense, they shouldn't have paid T. Higgins. They should have traded him. They should have, maybe signed Trey Hendrickson back. They shouldn't have let the safety go down to fucking Jesse Bates go down to Atlanta. And they tried to build the offensive line. You know what I'm saying? And Mike Brown, one of them guys, ain't gonna fire that Taylor. And that coach is the reason they lost the Super Bowl. Let me say that. What's his name? Zach Taylor? Fucking idiot. He just called a lot of dumb calls. They made the Super Bowl and spite him. So, yeah, but I feel bad for old Joe, man. I feel bad for him. But yeah, shit, I walk away. If y'all don't trade me, I'm done. And Mike Brown let him sit there. I'm done. I made my money, man. I'm done. I took care of it. I'm done. Ohio kid played for the Bengals. And y'all force him into retirement. At that point, I'd be like, man, where you want to go? If I didn't have a real plan, I felt that was gonna work to put real leadership there, or a real winner there. I'm like, where you want to go? Honestly. And part of the reason they having a problem with the offensive line is because y'all not running the ball. Run the ball. Run the ball. No offensive line want to be dropping back 30, 40 times. Run the ball. Get rid of T. Higgins. Y'all should have traded him. He could have got a better deal. Now you're going to lose Trey Hendrickson for nothing. You know what I'm saying? All right, man, just start over. I know you want people to see this, but they can turn it around, to be honest with you. They can turn this around fairly quickly. They can turn this around. I'm trading T. Higgins. Whatever I can get for him, I'm getting for him. I'm looking to find a really good tight end. I'm looking to build a young offensive line, maybe sprinkle some veterans in there so they can grow together. Defensively, where we want to start at? Same way my Lions started at. Hey, we had a problem stopping the run. Let's stop the run. If we're about getting after the passer, you able to stop that run? Get after that passer after that? Find some good modern linebackers? You can have anybody at defensive back. You'll be pretty profound after that, so they can fix it, man. Hopefully they do. I root for Joe Burrow. I root for the Bengals chasing them. Their owner's just the POS. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link in the description, the link tree, link in the description is the first link there. Join my Free Game 89 channel, my Detroit channel, Mercy Sports Talk, X, Fakebook, Kick, Instagram. Join the Patreon. Peace.
People thought Joe Burrow threw that pass, the interception for the touchdown, like you did, that little shot put thing he was working on.
Yeah, I don't care for Joe Burrow. I don't watch him.
You don't watch Joe Burrow? Okay.
No, I don't care for him. He thinks he runs around like he's a wide receiver. He's got haircut, he's got fancy hair, and he's running around in fancy clothes and fur coats.
He doesn't have any
if you're gonna dress like that, Step on outside in the slot and be a receiver. This isn't how quarterbacks – Josh Allen's how quarterbacks are supposed to look. Matthew Stafford, me, Peyton, that's how quarterbacks is supposed to look. Not like Joe Burrow. That's – you're either going to be a quarterback or you're going to be a wide receiver. Pick a route.
Yeah. Well, and he doesn't even – Joe Burrow doesn't even have any kids yet. I mean, how are you going to play the quarterback position with no kids?